What's up, guys? It's me, Alec, here, bringing you another movie review. And today we are going to be talking about a movie that I believe has been so highly anticipated. I mean, the original broke records. But yeah, today we're talking about It Chapter 2. Yeah. I'm so excited to talk about this. I've been anticipating this movie ever since I saw the first It, and when it said, the whole title end card thing that said, like, It Chapter 2 or It Will Return or something like that. I don't entirely remember. I just remember being all giddy in my seat, pumped, absolutely excited, and now the day has come. The movie is out, I've watched it, and I'm excited to do a little non-spoiler review for you guys and tell you all the things that are great and a few mishaps here and there. So before I completely dive into a lot of these, I want to say beforehand, before I even went into the movies, I caught a little whiff of what critics were saying. So here and there I will be referring to my opinions on what critics are saying about this film. And yeah, I'm super excited to talk about it. But yeah, that aside, let's start actually getting into it now. Alright, so one of the things that I think is perfect in this movie is the casting. Oh man, you probably heard it a lot if you've read reviews, but the casting is phenomenal here. They've got such incredible actors, well-known actors and not really well-known actors, doing some great parts. They match so well with their kid counterparts, and I just was blown away by how incredible and realistic they were portrayed, because not gonna lie, I was very worried the adult versions would be portrayed as this immature, cartoonish kind of character. But that didn't happen. It's all realistic characters, and they keep their traits, which I love. They keep those iconic traits that they've had. But also, if you guys have been reading reviews, you've seen that Bill Hader has been getting a whole lot of buzz for this movie as the trash mouth himself, Richie. Now, when I was watching the movie, I was kind of like, why is he getting such huge buzz? Because all the cast does phenomenal. And I think all of them should be recognized for their incredible feat of portraying such great characters. But after I walked out of the theater, I really understood why people are giving buzz about Bill Hader's Richie. Because it has a very deep, complex level, even if it's not surface level, but if you dive in, there's so much. But I do think there is one that is better than Bill Hader, and that is James McAvoy as the man leader of the Losers Club, Bill. There is just so much with him. I loved him. It's crazy. He was such a powerful actor in this movie. And yes, I saw so much inspiration he's taken from his past roles, especially from his character in Split. You will see some little, acting similarities between the two, and I found that fascinating. But he performed on such a deep level where it was so moving. I would say even more moving and powerful than Bill Hader's character. It was crazy. The level of these actors is through the roof. Oh man, absolutely through the roof. But yeah, that's what I got for casting, and on to the next one. Now I want to talk about the tone of the movie. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the tone of this movie. Yes, it is extremely dark compared to It. It is much darker in tone And it's got a few things that will make you genuinely uncomfortable in your seat, but not uncomfortable enough where you want to leave. It's to a point where it amplifies that horror, and it makes it so much scarier. It's crazy because you're just sitting here watching some absolutely insane stuff happen, and you just feel uncomfortable. And you're never feeling safe in this movie, which I loved. It added a whole new level to the horror aspect. And yes, it is a huge shift from the original, that came out in 2017. But it is a very welcomed tonal shift, and I'm happy for it. Now, there are parts where comedy is thrown in that kind of mixes up the tone and confuses you how you should be feeling. When I was watching the movie, there were some parts where, like, no one should have laughed. Like, they were very interesting parts, yeah, but, like, they weren't funny. But some people were laughing at it just because the confusion of how you're supposed to feel at certain points. Because the humor can be very quick. And you don't know if you're supposed to be laughing or not at certain points, which kind of stunts the film. But overall, I'm very happy with the tone, because that only is a very minimal part of the movie. You don't have these tonal mix-ups a whole lot. And it's a whole lot of fun. I love the new tone they took. It is such a more striking tone, and it really hits you right off the bat, for sure. Now, let's get on to the part I'm really happy to do. Compare it to the original It. Alright, so I'm talking about the It with just the kids. The one that came out in 2017 or 2016, I forgot the year. But I want to compare it, because there is a lot of things to say is different. And it's fascinating. And I think you guys should know this before you go in, or maybe if you saw a movie and want to watch this, hear what I thought was very different between the movies. So yeah, one thing I really like about this sequel is that the studio knew what the people wanted. They don't want these giant, big, costly VFX at a cost of an incredible story. And boy, they deliver with their story, just like the original It. It has a great story. I'm so happy about it. It is great. They focus so much more on the story and the atmosphere and genuinely add to it and make such a compelling world. The Stephen King verse, as many of you will say, is getting incredible. Oh man, I could go on forever about how It Chapter 2 is like that, but I don't have hours to record because my battery only lasts a little while. Now I do want to talk about how some critics are saying it's not as scary as the original. And to them, I'm going to say you are wrong. It is terrifying. I was so much more scared in this movie than I was in It, because they focus so much more on this creepy, offsetting atmosphere the entire film. And then the whole level where I was talking about makes you uncomfortable really elevates it, that I do think the original It was missing a lot of. But man, it is incredible. The scares are so big and elaborate at points where I'm just like, you put so much effort into this one scare, and it's great. It also introduces such a great dramatic aspect to the movie that really meshes well with the horror. And, oh, it really makes me happy. A lot. I'm so happy about it. It's great. Sorry if I'm just pausing because I'm getting so excited about it. But the thing I need to talk about even more is the speeches and lines in this movie are incredible. The script is so good. Oh man, I love the script so much. It's a lot like the original. I keep saying that, but it's a lot like it. Because it has such incredible speeches and lines that will be quotable. I swear. Please trust me on that. It has my favorite speech in... It has one of my favorite speeches in cinematic history right now, at least. And I'm excited to see it again and again and again. I loved it so much. I keep saying I love it, but I love it. Now, the one thing I do want to make sure you know is, compared to the original, like I said before, they have this one very strong difference that you will notice in the film, other than, obviously, the tone. You will see a lot more bait and switch, or they're going to deceive you, and then, oh no, it's not that. A lot in this movie. They didn't have it a whole lot in it, compared to this at least, because there is a lot of moments where it is so good, and it really elevates the like, oh my god, are you serious? And then it switches. But there are points where it does feel betrayed, or it does stunt the pacing of the film and makes it feel a lot longer at certain points. But overall, it really does not feel like a nearly 3-hour film. It feels like a normal 90-minute film that you would see at your multiplex. But yeah, that's really all the key points I have for you guys. Please watch this. Please watch it that came out beforehand so you understand, because there is some great transitions between the kids scenes and the adult scenes. Please watch this. Yeah, it is great. You will love it. Please tell me if you've seen it. What do you think? Do you believe what the critics are saying or not? Or are you like me, who are like, what are you talking about when they say the pacing feels slow, you can feel the runtime and all that, or it's not as scary? Please comment your thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did enjoy talking about this movie. I will see you guys later. See you guys. Take care. Oh, also, real quick before you go, please like and subscribe if you would like. That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna end it now.